know I was on earlier, so maybe nobody wants to put up with me again today, right? And I understand. I got ex-wives who feel that way, I'm sure. Uh, hey man, what's shopping on? Not This is not home shopping. I used to do home shopping, and that was terrific. I'd go down and sell 30,000 books in 2 days. It was bigger than Oprah. It was amazing. And my friends would never, oh, you went on home shopping. Wow, it sells books, man. So if you have an idea, you gotta find people. Yeah, and where other people are, that's where you gotta be. And that's why I have 3 videos on right now. The people, maybe I could educate them. But more importantly, what I want to talk about is our grant, our 4th of July grant. And this grant started 2 years ago. And when I started 4th of July in 2022, it was because I got the government gave me like $20,000, you know, and I said, what the hell? I don't even need it, yeah. And COVID money. And I said, what? Why did they give me $20,000? Because I was a small business, whatever, and they give it around. And I said, you know what I should do? I should give money to somebody else. I really didn't need it. And I did that, and we came out with a grant for members. So this grant is for members of Lesko Help, because they're all looking for money. They have financial problems and trying to do things in life with very little money, because that's what our service is showing you options, not us. We're not here to give out grants. We just do this with our profit. So I'm shocked that we made a profit, because everybody said I have to charge lots of money. And I used to. I used to have businesses that charge $500 or thousands, $5,000 for this kind of stuff. Because rich people will pay it, because they'll make millions out of it. So I got sick of making millionaires into billionaires. And I think, well, the people really need this, don't have that kind of money. So I wanted to start a service that, you know, for only $20, and all the marketing experts and everything, no, you have to be 500, and I guess I could have got it, but that would not be the people I wanted to help. I want to help the people who are really struggling with $20, because that's who really need the help. I don't know why we keep helping rich people. They're already rich. What the fuck are we doing that for? But, you know, I'm not the reason why, and I'm not the only one who lives here. So we got to live with each other and understand, you know, there's other problems too that we're trying to solve. But more importantly, this $40,000, the deadline for that is the 4th. And so what happened from that $20,000, that grew up to $75,000 every month that we give out. We started at 20, I said, hey, this is fun, and people really needed it. So anytime we have profit, and we give it to members, and over like 2 years now, we've given out $1.5 million to people. I mean, this is just a member, so you have to be a member. And if you're curious about that, it's leskohelp.com. And only members can apply, and we have no restrictions on age, no restriction on income, no restriction on anything, credit check, or none of that nonsense. We don't check anything, just that you have a membership. Because we don't want to be giving membership money to people who are not members. Yeah. So we got to check the membership, and that's important for us to do. But what really is important is giving money away, and because that started opening my heart like it never has before. I thought I'd be a billionaire to give money away or something like that. I had no idea, and never had that kind of money, or always insecure and didn't feel I could afford to give it away. And so now, boy, it is the best thing I've done in my life. In the last couple of years, by helping more people and giving to more people and opening my heart and showing more love than I've ever had. I couldn't even say the word a couple of years back. I mean, you're a guy growing up in the 50s, you don't say love unless you get married. And that's what I thought anyway. Maybe I'm just different, but is strange. And now I open my heart and loving more people, and the members are that way too. They open their heart and they help other people for free. Actually, the people who you see on videos helping, and we just finished somebody, I forget who it was, at 1 o'clock, was on for an hour or so, just helping people with questions on how they got money, so you could learn from them how they got money. And then the next one, I think we have another one at 6 o'clock and another one at 9 o'clock. If you look, if you remember, you go over to workshops and you'll see the listing, and they're Zoom workshops. So you sign up, and when it starts at 5, the expert's there, and you can start asking questions about how to get government money and grants or whatever the heck you want. And that's all there, same price. We never upsell, or once you pay your $20, you'll never get charged for anything again. But you see people that have my name or image or whatever will contact you with emails or direct message and say, hey, Lesko, I got a special, I got to help you, I'm Lesko. And all you have to do is give me $500 or whatever. That's not me, I never do that. And by the way, if you're unhappy with anything we do, we're happy to refund your money. I'll always do that, no matter what. If I know I get excited about this, and so if my excitement gets you into something that you got figured we got into something you didn't need, then I'll give you back. I don't want anybody here who doesn't need us. It's sort of like having a love relationship and they don't want to be there, man. That's dreadful living. It's best to split and find something else that really appreciates you and you appreciate them. And I'm sure there's other people who'll be happy to take your money. But I don't want to take it if you don't think it's of value, because there's too many problems to solve out there. And we all are different, and we all have different requirements and different needs and whatever. But all you have to do for us is just one line. You have to say what you would do with $1,000, just one line. I'm gonna buy a new car. I'm going to Vegas, or whatever you want. You just put it, that's all you have to do, and then you're in the game. And then it takes us about 2 weeks to figure out the winners. We have a panel of people that go over all of it. So like 4 or 5 people read every one of those. So it takes some time. And then they all vote on people. And so we take the top, that goes to the top of all that. And they're there. Now, if you don't get it this time, you could apply again next time. And that's just as easy. It's the same thing. And we've been doing this for 2 years. I can't believe I lived that 2 years, let alone gave out $1.5 million. How do you sign up? It's at leskohelp.com. Lesko, L-E-S-K-O, help, HELP.com. And it's $20. That's at $19.95. But if you cancel before we announce, then we can't give it. We have paying members get them be the winners. We never had a problem like that, but that's just a question that came up in my head. If I was sitting in your shoes, I would be curious. I gotta see some. Okay, so be sure it's midnight. The 4th, so this is the 2nd. You have 2 more days to do this. And then the next one is on the 15th, where we give out $500 for car repair. And then on the 20th, we give out $500 for rent and utilities, and mortgage, those kind of issues. And then on the 30th, we give out 30 laptop computers. So many people use phones now, and that's okay. But to really find out about applications and things like that, it's best you have a laptop. It's so much easier to do that. You got to fill out forms and whatever. It's easier to manage the whole thing if you have a laptop. So if you don't have one, or it's crappy or whatever, we give them away, and 30 of them, so you can apply for one of those. Now, if you don't, or you're not a member and you're looking for a laptop, another place to find those is go to findhelp.org. Findhelp.org, and put in computer. And you'll find, like where I live, there's like 150 nonprofit organizations that give out free laptops to people in my area. Free laptops, that's right. Free, I'm trying to look at a number here. Okay, free laptops, yeah. And that's available to anybody. You don't have to join or anything, and try them also. So if you don't win one from us, or you're not a member, there's still a lot of people giving out free laptops, because they don't want to have a digital divide, that people with computers get the resources that this country has, and people without get nothing. So we're trying to get more and more people to have decent computers to be able to apply for everything. Okay, and you can apply to ours all the time. If we have 4 grants, you can win each of them once. Once you win 4, one of each, then you're done. You might as well quit if we're not helping you any other way. And you'll have more money than you'll ever spend on us too. Because we only spend $20, and that'd be like, I don't know, like $3,000 or something you'd be getting from us. And a laptop. So that's amazing. Hey, I'm from New Jersey. Where do I find all these cool clothes? Well, you could go to Lesko Clothes. Funny you'd ask. Lesko Clothes. I sort of design them myself, and I just have somebody draw them. I send to somebody a 3D printer, and they're like, 30, 40 bucks kind of stuff. And they do it on leskoclothes.com. But it's fun. I mean, I'm a bit of a clothes horse myself, and funky is cheap. I used to find, wear very expensive designer clothes and all that kind of stuff. Man, that costs a fortune. This, 20 bucks, and you don't know how cheap this shit is. You're just looking at the design, and that's sort of fun. But also, as a membership, don't forget, we answer 100 questions a day. We will, and we'll try to. It may take 2 days if you ask that many, but it's all there. You have to ask questions in order to get help. The help doesn't, fly into your lap or into your computer. You have to join the workshops. Is a good place to learn because they're free, and you look and you can ask questions to experts who already got this money, and they tell you how they did it, and that's always available. Plus, we have reports. Like every member gets a free report for their state. 500 mini grants that just for their state. So you have a single. To me, it's like the Bible that everybody in this country needs. Is a reference source for any time they have a problem in their life. They could go to this reference source and find what government programs provide money for that problem. Maybe it's a death in the family, or you got to take care of grandma, or you got to fix your roof, you got to get a better job, you want to start a business, you have debt and you can't get rid of it. All those issues are by subject area. So you go to that report for your state, and that's who you contact. The government isn't organized enough to organize it like that for you. But I've been studying this for 50 years, and I think that's the best way to get it to people. Sure, there'll be a lot of more perfect ways, but a value for the money, because it is a complicated system. And so there's no way I'm going to be able to take these millions of websites and update them every day because they come and go all the time. I'm just reading today, what they're going to do is get rid of vouchers because people can't, for housing, to pay your rent with a voucher. A lot of landlords don't do it. So they have programs now, they're trying to give just cash. So you get cash instead of a voucher, and you go anywhere. All landlords are going to take cash. They don't want to screw around with the vouchers because it takes bureaucratic paperwork and all that kind of stuff. So because that's why I say these are changing all the time. And rent, like rent grants, there's, we had a big rent grant for COVID, that's gone, but now there's local grants. There's hundreds and hundreds of them. You go to like my website, or not my website, you go to Lesko Help. Not Lesko Help, that's my website. If you go to findhelp.org, which is a public website run by nonprofit organizations, and keeps track of all the stuff that's available from nonprofit organizations or government offices. Every website there will never charge you money. Not like Google. That's why you'll never find help in Google if you don't have money. If you have money, then go to Google and search your heart out. If you don't, you're just going to frustrate yourself because everybody's going to charge you money that you don't have. So stay away from Google. Go to things like Find Help and search for things there. Or actually, I think AI is good. If you go to chatgpt.com, and it's very easy. It's like it's AI, but it's for like a chat. You just chat. Oh, hi AI. Give me a program, all the programs from government and nonprofit organizations that help me pay my living expenses in Pennsylvania or Philadelphia, whatever, and they'll show them to you. Only them. It's like going to the library when I used to start doing research. You know, don't have all this stuff that's selling you stuff or, trying to scam you or anything. No, it's all real stuff. And I know this stuff well enough to know that the answers are good. Because I've been studying this for 50 years. I got a good sniff test if they're worthwhile or not. So give us a chance. Let us try to help you and show you the love we have for other people to help you get through this stupid life that we all have to live in. Because it's not easy, that's the problem. So we need help and comfort to do that. So I see that that's what we're doing, not by design, but it's really by the people that were attracted to it. And so that's what's really amazing to me, that the people are so nice to each other. And so that's why I call it a loving community. Just if we're loving each other, then it's easier to get through all this stuff that we have to do, because there's hard parts of life. But we need comfort, be able to help us get through that. And that's what I see the members are doing to other members. So the members are more important than me on all this. So come on, join us and see what these members can do for you. Amber, how did it go today? I'm talking to Lesko Help. I live in a rich area due to the work in New Jersey called Gloucester. Wow. However, I can't afford the rent here on my salary. Do they grants also awarded to people living and working? It's based on income, not where you live. and you never know. Again, the best way, Richard, is to find out is you go to findhelp.org, you put in your zip code, and then you put rent, and you call. You call everybody you can, okay? And you call and say, hey, I need rent. This is my, do you have anything? Yes or no? And you just keep going down the line. They say no, you go somewhere else, and you'll find 100 places, but you have to start calling them. They're not gonna call you, okay? So I got a meeting soon, guys, so don't forget, deadline, July 4th, 4th of July. Why is that date familiar? I wonder. Yeah. I'm waiting for the rental applications to be opened up. Okay, no, keep looking other places. Don't rely on one rental application, Tracy. You can't do that. There are other places. You have to get that list and start calling other people too. So don't forget. Oh, Peggy, you signed up for us. Good. Okay. And when you sign up for our grant, you should get an email response. So if you didn't get an email response, sign up again. That's the best way to beat the system, okay? Really, okay, we'll do it. Thank you, Tracy. See you guys later. Thank you so much. Thank you, Emma. Just love your crazy hour. Oh, they're fun. Makes people, I go down the street just like this everywhere all the time. And it makes people smile. So it's nice to be walking down the street, people looking at me and smile. That's better. That's worth it again if I can make somebody smile, right? I love to you, Peggy. Thank you so much. That's the best part of life, man.